Hey everyone, Skull902 here, and since it's the summertime, in the Northern Hemisphere at least, I thought that it would be thematically appropriate to celebrate the occasion with this Let's Play of Donkey Kong Country 3 Dixie Kong's Double Trouble for the Super Nintendo, the last game in the Super Nintendo trilogy, and a fairly divisive one as well amongst the fans of Donkey Kong. I think that it's good, and I'll get into the debate and my reasons later, but there are a fair few differences that have people thinking different things about this game. Some new stuff, like the base game itself is the Donkey Kong Country we know and love, but there are some differences, just for starters here, the nameable save files are one such thing. And then also we have this hub world, this overworld map that instead of just being a point A, point B thing, encourages exploration. Because there's a lot of secret goodies and shit that you gotta get, and side quests and stuff to get a complete save file. So that's pretty interesting, I feel. And something that I think is a bit of a godsend is we got Wrinkly Kong here, she returns, but you don't have to pay for saves. Thank fucking God. But yeah, just some new stuff, some changes and whatnot. Another such minor change is Funky's Flights is now Funky's Rentals. We started off swimming in the overworld, but that's not going to get us very far. So instead, we can come to Funky here and get a bunch of vehicles. The first is the motorboat, which will help us get to the first two worlds. And then there are items that we collect along the way to get even better vehicles that I will elaborate on as we get to them. Funky has just dumped Dixie's literal baby cousin, Kiddy Kong, onto us, and Kiddy has some new abilities that we haven't seen. I'll show you an example. You try to do the buddy moves with him, and he's not really all that useful for getting up to high ledges and stuff. He's just too fucking fat for Dixie to throw, but they do give him some abilities that, honestly, after the first world, aren't used too terribly often. There's one coming up, after I take a very embarrassing hit by this guy here. Where, you see that crack in the ground over there. And once I get Dixie back, you'll see that I can use the buddy move to slam him onto the ground so that he breaks through, and, that's used for secrets and shit like that. It's, again, a seldom used move. I don't use it too often, but, it's there. Speaking of what's here and what's not, the bonus rooms are the same as they are in DKC2. So you got collect the stars, bash the baddies, find the coin. And the reward is bonus coins, no longer Krem coins, because we're not on Crocodile Isle anymore. New way to get DK coins. Gotta bash the coin enemy. I'll talk a little bit more about that later on because I want to get back to Kiddy and his abilities. Another move that he has in his arsenal, but isn't anywhere in the footage that I ended up using for this LP. I only used it once during the entire playthrough, and I had to cut the footage, which I'll upload on Super KAOS comms. But I'll more than likely also show it in the more scripted extra video, because I know, here is where people watch my content, but whatever. He has, a skipping stone move for water. So, if you're on a ledge just before some open water, instead of having to swim through it, you can roll off the ledge and then time your jumps so that he skips off the surface of the water like a rock. So, that's pretty interesting. But as far as coins and all that shit are concerned, the coin enemies, I should talk about them. Because I feel like they're a much easier, less stressful way of getting the DK coins. Like in DKC2, there are a couple really fucking well hidden ones, and finding them is fun and whatnot. I felt like extremely rewarded. It was very accomplishing. I'm sure I'll find the right word. If not, I'll just keep saying my point. But like the one in Webwoods, like that one could be a right bastard. But I'm glad that I got it. And there are a lot of coins, DK coins specifically, in the second game that are, just complete and total assholes, basically, that are quite difficult to get. And here you just gotta find the coin enemy, get the steel kegs that return from the first Donkey Kong Country, and then just find the way to hit them in the back, so that they let down their shield, which when you first encounter them is a DK coin, and you can collect it. I feel like it's a little more fun to do that, to try and figure out how to get rid of the coin's shields and get the coin. I should specify, coin is the name of the enemy. It just starts with a K, like all the Kremlings. But yeah, I think that it's just a little bit more of a fun way to do it, and easier as well. Like, just at the end of the gameplay here, before I start going for, all the secret ending stuff, once I'm finished with the Lost World, I'm fairly certain I have enough DK coins by that point where, like, if this were the second game, I would have usurped Yoshi as the second place person in Cranky's, like, hero reward system thing. His Hall of Fame, as it were. So, yeah, just very rewarding, I feel, and a much less strenuous way of collecting the DK coins. So yeah, now back to Kiddy Kong, because there is a whole second part to the conversation that I want to have about him. Like, Funky said it earlier, I said it earlier, he is Dixie's cousin, which I feel is a little strange, because, most of the Kongs, Donkey, Cranky, Funky, Swanky, Wrinkly, Bluster from the TV show, Candy, I could go on, are gorillas, whereas Diddy and Dixie are chimps. And even then, like, does Diddy fully count? He's like a weird monkey-ape hybrid, because he's got a tail. So, like, what the fuck is his deal? It's very strange. But, yeah, like, he's Dixie's cousin somehow. I would love to know what the family tree in Donkey Kong is. Hopefully they're not all related, because, Diddy and Dixie are supposed to be boyfriend and girlfriend. So hopefully no incest going on in the Kong ranks. But I thought that I should just point that out, because it's a little weird. This is gonna sound very strange, but the biology in the Donkey Kong series is very strange and needs to be questioned a little more than it is. I know it's a video game, but it's just fucking weird. But another thing that I can point out here with Kiddy Kong is, much like how Clement mentioned in his now removed DKC3 playthrough, my LP inspiration Clement mentioned that, like, with Kiddy Kong here, they got rid of a theme. We had Donkey Kong, we had Diddy Kong, and then Dixie Kong, and they're all DK. But you don't get that with Kiddy Kong. Now, originally, I was just gonna say, in response to Clement's comments, like, yeah, it sucks, but what are you gonna do? Call him Dipshit Kong? But then I realized something. Just before my recording session yesterday that ended up in complete and total failure, the Japanese team actually did think about this and gave him a fittingly, like, ironic name. In Japan, he's Dinky Kong. So, yeah, like, you know, I know that Rare's B team made this game, and that's a point that I'm going to come back to every now and then. But, like, son of a bitch. You know, you could have just thought about it a little bit more and had that name for him. Though I think actually when they were coming up with his character, I think that might have actually been one of the ones that they came up with. I know Dinky and Tiny Kong were names that they had thought up for Dixie Kong when making DKC 2. So who fucking knows? You know, whatever. It's just they should have kept the theme naming. God damn it. But you know, that's not really all that important. I mentioned Clement and his DKC playthroughs. They were all co-op runs with his buddy BJ. And I mentioned how the third one is no longer there anymore. That was bullshit. But like, the playthrough isn't there anymore. The ones for the first two games aren't there anymore either. And I find that really unfortunate. Because, you know, it's not just... Jesus fucking Christ. I apologize for that. But, like... What was the point I was getting on with Clement? Like, I understand that, you know, in his earlier days, he said a lot of stupid stuff and had a bad attitude about some things. I get that. Like, I completely, like, get the feeling, you know, there's a lot of early works of mine that I am... not too terribly proud of. But, like, I feel like, you know, since he put so much emphasis on, you know, how much he's improved in retrospectives and stuff, that, like, you know, it would be a good idea to show that in your work by, like, not only being improved in your new projects, but, like, you know, having the examples there to show people, you know, where you improved from. So I think that there's really an argument for both sides here. I'm not about to tell Clement how to, you know, manage his channel or whatever. That's not what I'm trying to do here. I'm just trying to say that, you know, that there was a whole nother way to take it. I feel. And whatnot. Like, I don't know. It just feels to me like it's a little unfortunate that he felt like he had to. But at the same time, I respect his decision. Definitely. I just want to dedicate this little bit of the commentary to those missing DKC LPs, because I felt that they really demonstrated just, you know, how well the two-player mode worked in terms of just, like, setting up some camaraderie between the players. You know, like, if you can play this game co-op, if you can play any of the games co-op, like, it almost felt like watching those playthroughs, like, that was the true experience. And, you know, I definitely want to try it out at some point. And hopefully I can do that for you guys. You know, come back and visit these games through a live co-op lens. I think that would be pretty fun. So that's just part of the reason why I miss those old playthroughs and whatnot. There is one fan video that did collect some moments from DKC3 that I'll put in the description. But that's legit all we have left of Clement's old DKC playthroughs. So I thought that I should dedicate a part of this commentary to, you know, mentioning that, because I liked them so much. But you know, speaking of new things in DKC3, this whole level is starring one of the new animal buddies. This is Ellie the Elephant. She replaces Rambi the Rhino. Another one of those decisions that people really, argue about. I'm not about to say that this game wouldn't have been improved a little bit by the presence of Rambi. Whether or not Ellie makes a suitable replacement, I'm not entirely sure. They built the levels that she's in around her, so I feel like they did a good enough job to where Rambi will be missed, but I don't think that Ellie is necessarily bad or anything like that. Certainly not. But the gimmick of this level is, it's kind of a tedious one too, to be perfectly honest. Especially when you get mistakes like that. You gotta have a lot of patience and whatnot. Ellie, unfortunately, is an example of the old media trope of elephants being scared of mice. Yeah, like, she's spooked. She is absolutely shook. 100% spliggered. So you gotta go around in the dark. You can get the ones in the dark. She doesn't mind those ones. But if she can see them, man, does she panic. And that actually becomes the theme of another level later on. So you gotta go around and get the sneaks here with barrels and shit like that. Again, it's a little tedious, but whatever. We collected a bear coin for making it through the level. Bear coins take up the place of banana coins in DKC2. They buy your items and stuff. But anyway, here's the boss of this world, Belcha. Belcha is going to, go toward you. He's like a ring-out boss, as TV Tropes describes. He spits out enemies, and you gotta throw him in his mouth. He burps, and that sends him backwards. His burps are so powerful that's how you beat him. It just sends him back. His burps are that powerful. That is the quickest I ever beat the boss. But yeah, he's easy. It's no trouble, absolutely, at all. So yeah, that'll do it for this part. Next time we're gonna go into Kremwood Forest. Until then, I have been Skull902. Thank you for watching, and have yourselves a wonderful day.